Howdy folks, I hope you're well. So here we are. The Algarve Great Derby final day. And what a beautiful day it is. Lots of people here, as you can see. People from all around the world. So I thought what I'd do first is I'd show you around the lofts. Let me show you around the lofts now, and you can have a look around there, and then I'll get in some shade and see who's online. Please remember, guys, share it for me if you would. Share it on your timeline, and send it to any friends that you think might be interested, and put it into any groups that you think might be able to like to watch this. So let me show you set you the scene here. So here we have the lofts, which I'll show you around in a minute. We've got TV crew here. And as you can see, we've got a busy crowd of people. There you go. So let me show you around the lofts now. These are the lofts. These are lofts. And then this is the finish line. And I noticed earlier, if you can see in there, that every trap has got a camera on it as well. And this is the finish. So one bird is going to be hitting there, winning 35,000 euros for the winner. And as you can see, it's a stunning day. It's about 26, 27 degrees. And it's everything set. So 1,697 birds in total were released at 8:30 this morning, flying 420 kilometers, which is about 252 miles, I believe. And 8:30 was when they went up. So realistically, people are saying 5 hours onwards, 5 to 5.5 hours. So we're going to be saying from 1:30 onwards, we're going to be on the lookout, really. It's currently 12:22. So yeah, from 1:30, I'm not into guessing times, but I think realistically 1:30 to 2 o'clock we'll be looking. There's a breeze in the air, quite a nice breeze actually. I don't know what direction the breeze is in, to be honest. So let me go and show you around, and show you who's around. I'm going to like to get some people on later on, and speak to a few. It's with the Sean Hump's family last night. Oh wait, mate. All right. We've got the big TV screen set up here, as you can see, so the crowd can see everything that's going on. And obviously the cameras will be featured on that when the birds come in. Just to give you an idea what view I'm going to give you when we're set up ready for the birds to come back, I'm going to give you this view. Let me just get there to my little... I feel very inadequate with all these professional camera setups here. But I'm going to give you this view here, guys. This is our little view for you guys that are watching live on RPI TV. I'm going to give you that view right there, which let me show you what I'm going to do. So that's the view you're going to get. I can go a little bit closer actually. So I'm going to give you that view for when the birds start coming back in. As I said, if you would do me the honour of sharing this, people that keep coming in, thank you to everybody that's shared so far. I realise it's a Friday. I realise it's during the day on a Friday, so I realise perhaps not as many people will be watching live as would be at the weekend. I'm going to be live at the Golden Race tomorrow, full coverage of that on RPI TV as well. But for today, this is the scene. Yeah, if you can share to groups, share on your timeline, send it to friends that might be interested in watching. I would really appreciate that, folks. So yeah, let me show you around. I'll kind of give you the guided tour of everything as you come into the setup to show you around. I'll give you the full guided tour. Now, this is the entrance. It's a busy old road out here with everybody parked up and lots going on. There's been coaches here dropping people off. So yeah, this is the full setup, and we've got really good facilities. Fortunately, there's a lot of seating in the shade. We've got the t-shirts here, great Algarve Derby t-shirts, and sorry, I think we've got the crowd. A lot of people here eagerly anticipating the birds coming home. I'm going to look through who's online in a minute and say hello to people. This is the busy bar that's going on. Busy old bar going on. Mr. Hunt there grabbing it now. He's avoiding there, see? Sean's avoiding. He's back at the bar. He finished at 3 o'clock this morning. We got barbecue going on. As you can see, what a great day and venue. So in total, there's 100,000 euros up. Euros total prize money for the first prize. Sorry, 100,000 total. And the great thing about these, what I love about this and one-off racing in general, is we've got Team Utrecht here, we've got Germany, we've got Irish, we've got pretty much every major pitching country around we've got, which is what I love about it. And it's a great day out. Somebody being interviewed on the big screen. What a beautiful day. Clear blue skies all around. Not really a cloud in the sky at all. people from all around, pretty much all around the world really, participating. So let me get in some shade and say hello to everybody that's tuned in. Thank you to everybody that's shared so far. Much appreciated. This area here has just been getting bigger and bigger with more people coming. We've got French Syndicate here. Say hi, guys.
Come on, man, get the lads. Yours, lads, man, come on.
Good luck, Ireland. We've got a lot of, this is the Irish corner here. The Irish lads have been put out of the way. So let's get into some shade and say hello to people that have that are on and see what's going on in the wide world. I'm doing well, thank you, Thomas. Thomas O'Connor's saying here, doing well, mate. Thank you. It's a great country to have to one of these races in, and obviously it's a unique weekend in many ways because there's two One Love races in the same weekend, so it's unique. Davey, we are looking at the birds being in from realistically 1:30, between 1:30 and 2 o'clock onwards is what we're looking at here. It is a lovely day, Ahmed. I'm not sure what the wind is. I will try and find out what direction the wind's in. Yeah, best of luck to everybody. 1,697 birds in total gone to the race, so it's a fair number. There's a lot of people in with a shout. I'm going to share the link to the no worries, Ingo, that's what it's here for. Boo Boo's in the house as well. I'm going to share the link that you can check the live results on now in the comments. I've just put that in there. So you can see the live results. I'm going to have the live results here on my screen as well. So yeah, in total 420 kilometers, 1,697 birds basketed. Yeah. Just 1 second, guys. Sorry. Sorry, man. I'll be back in a minute, guys. I'm just going to leave you with a crowd view.
Sorry that I need to.
It's alright, man. What's it?
Because I need you to.
Yeah.
Charge my.
You need to charge the phone. Whew. Okay, hang on. I can do that.
Yes, you can. I don't remember. Sorry.
You have to charge the phone.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I'm putting my PC. I don't remember. Yeah, I have an port here. Sorry. Okay, you got port? Yeah, I don't remember.
No worries, man. Thank you, buddy. Sorry about that, guys. One of my guys is doing the coverage for the race. He needed some power, So, as I said, remember, guys, share it on your timeline, share it on some groups, any pages you think might be interested in it. Send friends, tag people in it. I know, like I said, I realise it's a Friday and it's lunchtime in the UK and Ireland. So obviously a lot of people are at work, but you never know, people might have a lunch hour and be able to tune in between time. And thank you to everybody that shared it so far. So the summary of the race at the moment is that it's 420 kilometres, 1,697 birds were basketed, and they were released at 8:30 this morning. So 420 kilometres is just slightly over 250 miles. And yeah, we're expecting 1:30 to 2 o'clock onwards. It is a lovely site. It's a great location, great setup, and yeah, it's all good. Wayne, don't be jealous, Wayne. Thank you for sharing, Wayne, as well. Don't be jealous, just make sure you come here next year. Ian Hall, thank you very much for sharing as well. Much appreciated to you. David Redmond, thank you for sharing. Much appreciated to everybody that shares. Gabby's watching it, my girlfriend Gabby's watching it, and she said what a beautiful setup. I agree, it is, Gabby. And you should be at work, so you're obviously skiving or on your lunch break. So yeah, so that's where we're at. So what I'm going to do in the lead up to birds coming back, I'm going to take a couple of little breaks, and what I'm going to do is I'll just train the video on the crowd and then on the loft and what have you. It's quite warm here, folks, and hence the reason I'm sitting in the shade. I've got my little setup. This is my little office for the day. So this is me. This is where I'm at, and then we've got the AV guys here. It's a really good, proper setup, folks. Really good. So yeah. So let's see any more. If you've got any questions, let me know. Yeah, Anthony, thank you for sharing, Anthony Bracken, as well, by the way. Yeah, the Irish lads could win this. Let me know if you can hear me all right. I'm using another microphone today. I'm just reading some comments now. Stephen O'Brien says, try and have a chat with Safe, who won it last year, sit next to you. I will, I'll have a word, Steve. Are you Safe? I'm broadcasting live and somebody said to have a chat with you. Are you up for having a quick chat? 1 second. So Safe, welcome to it. You're broadcasting live on Facebook. Somebody's just said to have a chat with you. You won it last year, yeah?
Yeah, I did, yeah.
Do you have any birds in the same way bred this year?
I have a same way bred, and I have a daughter as well.
A daughter of the winner last year?
Yeah, the daughter was doing really well up to the last 2 races. So, you know, it's down to a bit of the luck as well to have a pigeon in good state for a final, you know. All I can say, I can wish best of luck to everybody, especially Irish pigeons and UK pigeons. So it's good joy here, lots of the people.
Yeah, it's really
as well.
good.
So,
how many birds did you put in this year?
but last year I had only one team and I had only one pigeon in the final.
Wow.
And she won it.
It only takes one, eh?
It takes only one. But this year I decided, see, last year I put the 3 teams into the other ones in the golden race. And I had a 7 in the final and I clocked them all, but they didn't win. And they didn't win prize money. And here I had only one team, so and I won with one pigeon, which was in the final. This time I have 3 teams.
3 teams in this race, yeah?
Yes, and I have 15 pigeons. Up to semi-final I had 14 left. To the final I have 13 left.
That's good.
You know, it's good, you know.
13, lucky
Yeah.
for some.
Let's see what happens, you know.
How amazing would it be to do the double, eh?
That would be, I think, unheard of. But will lightning strike twice
You
in the
never
same
know,
place?
eh?
You know,
Never know.
that's.
And what strain of the birds that you won last year?
I won. Pigeons was actually a mixture. It's from two of my pigeons, which I bred them, but they are from one side Leo Hermans.
Leo Hermans.
Yeah, I had the two original Leo Hermans pigeons, and one hen was from half sister of Euro, and all the best old Hermans clusters in her, but she was laying eggs slowly. So the other pigeon was out of 130. That's very good pigeon, which was never advertised by Leo. I don't know why. Probably he lost him in a race, but he was 5-time first. That was direct son and grandson on what they're asking. All the best pigeon Olympiad. Mother of Diane is his mother. So that pair of the pigeon gave me a hand which I stuck to replace her mother. So basically that hand was paired to the pigeon from Silver Shadow One Loons crossed with the young Wonder Pash. So the parents are all bred by me, but it's kind of Erkam Johnson
You
One
created
Loon.
your own family out of that.
Yeah, but you have to do kind of select your pigeons, because having the names and having the good names is good for marketing and for selling pigeons, but having good pigeons is different things.
Races, yeah.
Yeah, you have to select.
And where are you based? Where do you live?
In a Dublin, yeah.
You're in Dublin?
Yeah, I'm in
cool.
Dublin myself, yeah. Racing in Bloodstone Club there in Isoto Fat. So going well there and the national, so
Cool, man.
quite happy. Good season this year, like, you know. 110 young bird races in a row.
10?
Yeah.
Wow.
Last one I didn't win, and channel race I didn't win. So, you know. But it's down to the pigeons. When you have them right, you know, then pigeons, if they are good, they will show up, you know.
Starting with 14 and finishing with 13 is...
No, 15 I started.
15.
Semi-final was 14, and then
Starting with 15 and finishing with 13 to the final, that shows you how good those birds are anyway.
Yeah, for pigeons, I could say super pigeon is very hard to come across, but the good pigeons, they are almost everywhere. You can find them, but you need to make them
Make them your own.
better. Yeah, that's the main thing. But you know, it's also, you cannot make good pigeon out of bad one.
No, you've got to start with the right things and then craft them. Start with the right birds and then craft them how
Yes, and
you want.
test them different ways as well. Sometimes we put so much into the pigeon, and then pigeon perform. But you know, I always tested my pigeons. I had to find good pigeons. So if you give them everything, they're good. But then if they are not trained every day or something, what you do from before, these pigeons slow down. But super pigeon, they do it anyway. You know, I had a couple of them along the time, but it's very hard to make super pigeon. It has to go. It's breeding is one part, but I think education and having pigeon grown well and doing right thing is another thing.
Do you compete in any other races?
In Golden Algarve race, I sent to $1 million race. I skipped $1 million race because I didn't like when they moved there. They had pigeons on the floor. They was not coming in, and that improved last year. So I put them back again, like, you know. But so far I had 100% in the finals. 100% I clocked until this year. Actually, I didn't clock pigeons in a hunt race.
Oh, yeah?
You know, yeah. But so far in $1 million, if I had a pigeon in one race, I would clock it. Every single pigeon. Last year, here, one in the final, clock it. 7 into the other race, all clocked, you know. But really, you know, it's a bit of the luck as well, like, you know.
Yeah, of course. Well, yeah, of course.
When,
Well, thank you very much for the interview,
thank
man.
you anyway.
Good luck
No
for
worries.
this
Best
year.
luck, everybody,
Thanks,
and hopefully have a good race and enjoy.
Thank you, man.
Take care.
There you go. Insight to the winner, from the winner last year. Leo Herman's based birds. And, you know, starting with 15 birds in a race and finishing with 13 is good by anybody's standards, eh? Thank you to everybody that's been sharing it. Keep sharing it, folks. Like I said, I realise it's a Friday. I realise it's lunchtime. It isn't the weekend that you would normally get these on, but we've got a lot of people watching. we're definitely going to get up to 100 people watching live for the birds coming in, I'm sure. I thought that was a good interview, and it gives you a good insight into somebody that's creating birds for one-off races and regularly competing in them. Let's catch up with some comments before I go back out of the crowds. Let's see who else is. Alan Harrison is sat in the rain watching in Middlesbrough. I'm sorry, Alan. I know the weather's crappy over in the UK at the moment. It's about 25, 26 degrees here today. Not a cloud in the sky. Bit of a breeze on the ground, there's a breeze. Yeah, so apologies, Alan, if I'm peeing you off or depressing you. Yeah, I saw Alan Harrison, I saw Ian and Christine Snaith earlier. He was one of the first guys that said hello to me when I came in. It's really difficult for me because I know the people that I haven't met. I know so many people from Facebook when I haven't actually met them in person. So it's really, I feel very guilty and bad asking for people's names. And then when obviously they tell you their names, then you realise you put the Facebook face to an actual person. But it's quite difficult. All day today I've had people coming up to me and saying hello, and most of them I don't know their names, which is bad, but we will get there. Chris Davis, how are you doing, mate? Stephen O'Brien, I'm glad you enjoyed that. Stephen Margos says good luck to everybody involved. Shout out to G&A McCall, 12 in the final. Great to watch. Well, I'm glad I'm bringing a little bit of joy to your life, Aaron Harrison. I'm glad that that's it. So we've got about 85 people watching now. For any of you that have just joined, please share it, put it into groups, put it into people's messenger, message people that you think might like, enjoy and watch this. Share it to some Facebook pages, put it on your timeline. Let's get as many people watching as we can. As I've said before, it's a Friday, it's lunchtime, so I realise a lot of people are not available that would normally be available to watch some things, but of course they can watch it on the replay and what have you. If you are watching from wherever you're watching from, let me know where you're watching from, whereabouts in the world you're watching this from. That would be good to see where people are watching it from. I know obviously it's very early in the US and it's pretty late in Australia and such places. How are you doing, Louisiana? Hope you're well. Owen Simpson, they're due, I'm saying, well, people are saying 5 to 5.5 hours. They were up at 8:30, so we're looking at 1:30 to 2 o'clock onwards is what we're saying. Owen's in Liverpool. They're flying 420 kilometers, which is slightly over 250 miles, Tony. Jeremy Brown's watching from Australia. Welcome from Australia. Yeah, so as Vincent points out, this is the Friday race. This is the Algarve Great Derby race. And tomorrow, there is the other race, which is a massive race as well. I heard the final birdages for that race, but I can't for the life of me remember what they were. So yeah, tomorrow I will be live at the Golden Race. I'll be live doing exactly as I'm doing today. I'll be doing it for that one as well. This one's near Faro Airport. It's like 10 minutes from Faro. The other one is down in Montegordo, which is where I'm staying, which is where most people are staying. So yeah, this is a separate race, the one tomorrow, and this is the Great Derby race. And thank you for pointing that out, Vincent. It was worth mentioning. Ronnie Mersman's in the Netherlands. Stephen O'Brien's had the beers in the fridge, tuned in. He's going to join in the celebrations from home and looking forward to seeing the arrivals. Bassett Cars is in the Ronda. John Collins says good luck to our club mates with 7 birds in the final. Marcus, Mick, Brennan and Peter. Good luck to you guys. And thank you for people that have been sharing. We've got Wayne Conway on, Noel Cullingham was watching, Arthur Hanlon's in, John Collins is in, Andrew Dent, Dylan Daniel Boylan, David Duffy, Thomas Kavanagh, John Ramsey's watching. Welcome to everybody watching. We're just about to top 100 people watching. In fact, just as I said it, we've hit 100. Chris Bennett's watching in not so sunny Edinburgh. Sorry about that. So again, the reason we get this many viewers is because you guys share it. And thank you for sharing it. It's much appreciated. Put it into any groups, pages, put it on your timeline and share it with anybody you think might be interested. And again, thank you very much for everybody that shared it so far. Greg J. Marshall's watching. Hope you're well, Greg. John Ramsey's watching. Thomas Kavanagh, David Duffy, Ayn Burns watching. Luke Mason's just joined us. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go out, show you around again. For those people that haven't seen the lofts yet, I'm going to go and show them around the lofts. Excuse me for anybody that already has seen the lofts, but I want to show people around the lofts that have joined since I started at the beginning. So I'm going to go and do that now, navigate my outside of the crowds. Kevin Roon has just joined. Dinny Kinsella's joined. How are you, Dinny? Jose Carlos is watching. Luke Mason. So let's go and show you around. Go and show you around now. Just 1 second. Let me get out. So I'm going to go and show you around for those that haven't seen it yet. The crowds are growing since he came out here last. So let me go and show you around the lofts. Excuse me. As you can see, the crowds are growing since I came out here last. So I'll show you around the lofts for those that haven't yet seen it. We've got a big TV screen here covering the final. Somebody being interviewed at the moment. We've got the TV crew here. So here's the lofts, folks. So these are the lofts. And what I pointed out earlier, which I'll point out for anybody that's not seen it earlier, is let me just show you. Yeah, so these are the all-important landing boards and traps. And you might be able to see in there's a camera on every landing board, which is pretty cool. And yeah, these are the lofts here. Obviously, with it being Portugal, the weather's great. They've closed off that side of the loft, just screened it, but they're essentially all the same. And this is the important place. All the birds are going to be coming into, all being well. People are seeming to think that it's going to be a fast race. We will see, who knows. But that's the setup. What a lovely spot for a great race. So I'll go and show you around the crowd now. The crowds have got bigger since I came out here last time. More people coming all the time. Thank you to everybody that shared it. Our audience has gone up to 100. This is one of the most elusive men in pigeons. Come and say hello, Mr. Elusive Man. Come and sway me.
Yeah.
Thomas Zimmerman is one of the hardest guys to get hold of. He's busier than I am. And that's saying something. And we finally met today.
Yeah, first time.
For those of you who don't know, Thomas is Mr. Benzing. He comes, installs everything, makes sure everything's working. And you were telling me, how many one-off races have you got your Benzing equipment into now around the world?
Worldwide we have now 205 one-off races running. Few of them, of course, are in China, maybe 50. We have a lot of them in the States and in Mexico. They are running on a different server, so you don't see them on One Love Race Live. But on One Love Race Live, we have now around 100 races. And
growing all the time, eh?
And we have now 25 new One Love races on the list for next year. So just we made 2 big deals yesterday during the dinner for a new One Love race in Egypt.
Egypt?
Yes, in Egypt. And this will be a crazy race with a view to the pyramids. And unbelievable.
Wow.
Really. And also they have already the permission to import the birds and do all the things.
Oh yeah? And where are the other, is there any other places, countries that are coming up and coming?
There
you can talk about?
There is one in UK, there are 2 in Poland, we have 2 in Russia coming up. There will be also a new one in Portugal.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Breaking news, folks.
Yeah, breaking news. But I cannot tell you too much details about that.
That's fine.
And there is also something coming up in Thailand as well, something big and
but
nice.
It's just getting bigger and bigger. This is why I can never get hold of you. You're so busy, because it's just getting bigger and bigger. One Love Racing is just growing.
Yes.
I mean, over the last, when have you seen the growth from? When's the big growth kicked in for you?
I think that started 7 years ago.
Yeah.
7 years ago, there was a big change, and One Love races were growing and growing. Some good, some very bad. And I believe that One Love races will be the future of pigeon sport, because you can especially see it, for example, in Germany, that there are even already fanciers not playing on national races anymore, because they like to breed
they
the
like
pigeons.
this.
They like the competition, and they like to have these nice days over there and to travel and to have some results on that.
It's a nice family thing as well. I bumped into one of the German agents for tomorrow's race at the airport, and he's brought his family with him. You know, and it's a holiday. People can make it into a holiday. It's a level playing field, and you get to meet a lot of other great people as well. And that's why I believe it's the future of pigeons as well.
Yeah.
But you've seen in Germany that people are not doing national races now and just doing that. That tells you a lot. Eh?
Yeah. No, I don't say they don't do it, but you can see there is a change coming. And look at Romania. How many One Love races they have now, and that's growing and growing. There are not small One Love races, they are growing over 1,500 pigeons. So
I'm going to Romania next month, so that'll be interesting.
Yeah, you will like it. Romania is a big pigeon country, and you can for sure see that in the coming Olympiad in Bucharest, because the Romanians, they will organize that crazy, and you can see the generation there is a young generation of pigeon fanciers.
Why do you think that is? What do you think the difference in places like Poland and Romania, how are they getting young people involved, whereas places like the UK and Ireland can't? Have you got any ideas on that?
It's difficult to say. I think it's the community itself. So if the pigeon sport is started by the generation, let's say in the 70s,
young people bring young
yes,
people in.
Yes, young people bring young people in. So that's the part. And I think, for example, in Belgium or France or UK, the pigeon fanciers are more or less older people, and they should start the promotion of the sport years ago. Not now, and now is everybody talking about that, but I believe
Yeah, true.
they should do it before.
True.
And in Poland, you can see when they started pigeon sport. Pigeon sport has a big history in Poland and in Romania, but the generation was young, and it was always, the community was growing.
Yeah.
Like that.
So it's that community thing that grows it. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you, mate. Thank
Yeah.
you for the.
Yeah,
I'll
welcome.
catch
We
you
will have
later.
a chat
Cheers,
tomorrow.
Yeah.
Bye.
See you later, mate. So there you go, Mr. Benzing, Thomas Zimmerman, the hardest man to get in pigeons. In the 6 months, we've only finally managed to speak properly because we've been busy. He's probably one of the few men that's busier than I feel at the moment. But yeah, so there we go. The scene is set. We are ready to go. I'm being videoed now. Hang on, switch. So I'm being videoed now. That kind of feels weird when you're videoing somebody videoing you. Crowd, the scene is set. The drinks are flowing. The crowd is here. We got the Doherty Kids Scotland in. Let's get a close up of that. So yeah, the scene is set, people are in place. Morris O'Donnell, how are you, mate?
Mark, how are you?
Surviving the heat.
Surviving the alcohol.
It's lovely, eh? Great setup.
What time did they reckon?
Well, they went up at 8:30. So, I don't know, I got people telling me from 5.5 hours, so 1:30 to 2 onwards, I think. Do you agree? Yeah, so we're not far off.
What was the wind?
But tailwind. All right, there you heard it here first, guys. People have been asking. So it's a tailwind, which is helpful. So yeah, we could be looking at 1:30 onwards. Yeah. So not long then now. I'll catch you in a bit, guys. Look out on Sunday for me. I'm going to be doing a special one-off live, and tell you what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to be interviewing Morris and Carl about one-off racing. So I'm going to be doing that at some point Sunday. I don't know when yet, but I'm going to be probably in the afternoon Sunday. I'm going to be interviewing Morris O'Donnell and Carl Donnelly. These guys are headlong into one-off racing. Their birds are competing at a top level in one-off racing, so I'm going to be doing an interview with them sometime on Sunday. I'm guessing after lunchtime, but I'll keep you posted. I'll let you know on that. So let's go and see what's going on in the crowds. Crowd is growing, folks. Anticipation building. Crowd is growing. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take a 5-minute break or so, and then I'm going to come back and go through some more questions and comments. In the meantime, I'm going to show you the crowds. I'll try and get it set up where I can show you both a bit of the crowd and a bit of the lofts as well. So I'm going to set it up on that, and then I will be back on in about 10 minutes. It's a warm old day, so I'm going to go and get a drink, and get ready for the birds coming back. So I'm going to leave you with that view for now, and I will be back in about 10 minutes, by which time then we'll be getting very close to when we can start expecting to see pigeons. I'm going to lower that a little bit. That's it. So I'm going to leave you with a view of the Great Lofts, and I will be back in about 10 minutes. Keep watching. Remember to share, put it out into groups, put it out onto pages, and share it on your timeline for me. Much appreciated. 126 people watching at the moment, and thank you very much to everybody that shared. Really do appreciate it. I'll be back in 10 minutes for more RPI TV.
Kurt Ellison. Where are you, my friend? Ladies Fairdown. You will get out of the happy area, please. Hominasi. Hello. There's still a lot of pictures to nominate. Just waiting for you all. There's a lot of pictures to nominate still. The winner takes it all. The first and second place. First place 60%, second place 40%.
How are you?
It's Kurt Helgesen from Norway.
How are you,
on
man?
Facebook. I follow your videos. It's nice.
Jon Magnussen from Norway also following you on Facebook.
Oh, thank you, man. Thank you.
Nice.
We see your struggle against
Let me just go and put this on 1 second. I'll be back in a minute, guys. Right, folks, sorry about that. The trouble with being out on Facebook as much as I am these days is everybody knows me. Sometimes that's good. In that case, it was great. Norwegian flyers saying hello to me. So what have we got? We've got about 160 people watching, which I think is great, considering it's lunchtime on a Friday. So it is now time on, I think, onwards. So it's 1:30, and thank you to everybody that's shared. I really do appreciate it. It means a great deal. I'm just going to get in some shade or try and find some, and let's get some comments read. See what we've got. So 160 people watching, excellent, really lovely. I'm just going to change my headphones, folks, so you can hear me a bit better, hopefully. Honestly, guys, sharing you've done. I was slightly worried about viewers, to be honest, because it is Friday. But thank you to everybody. And again, if you're just watching it, please do me the favor of sharing it, put it into some groups, put it into some pages, put it on your timeline, let somebody know if you think they would like watching it. So here we are. I'm going to set the scene. The temperature today, I'm guessing, well, when I was coming up in the car on the way here, it was showing 25. I'm guessing it's 27-ish maybe at the moment, probably. Yeah, good luck. Brian Bowater says good luck, Gary Tomo. Des wins. I've just bumped into him. He only got in at 10 o'clock this morning. And thank you to whoever has shared it. Wayne Sweet, you've shared it. Thanks very much, mate. Much appreciated. It's great now because I can see the people that have shared it. So that's excellent. Thank you. It would be lovely to get up to 200 people watching by the time we see the birds coming in. So while we're waiting, I'm going to show you around for those that you've just joined us. It's a great atmosphere. It's busy. Everybody's eagerly waiting, anticipating. The crowd keeps getting bigger. Keeps getting bigger. Selby Flyers here. And as I say, the crowd keeps getting bigger. So where you've just seen me, how are you? How are you? I forgot your name though.
Frank.
Frank.
How difficult can it be?
Frank, how are you, man?
Not too bad. And yourself?
Good,
You
good.
wanted to meet me?
I did.
Yeah.
I did. I'm live at the moment. Can we chat in a little while?
No problem.
Nice to meet you, man. You deal with all the transport here.
Yeah, we do all the transport for most of the One Love races in Europe. And
Say hello, Frank. Let's say hello.
of course, better.
Here you go.
Hi guys, the bald guy here. Frank
So-
from the Netherlands.
So Frank is Animals to Fly, yeah?
Animals to Fly and Dutch Quarantine and Veterinary Services.
So you deal with pretty much all the One Love race birds around, really.
Yeah, the remote areas, the flying destinations, like the Algarve, the races in South Africa, the races in Zimbabwe, the Hoosiers, name it. Yeah.
So busy old time you got. And it's because we were talking earlier about how One Love racing is just getting more and more popular. So I mean, ultimately, you must have seen a massive increase in.
Definitely. But I predict, and that's a normal prediction based on market situations, that we will have an explosion of One Love races, and the best will survive.
Of course.
So we will have a growing, and then all of a sudden there will be a stabilization. And I can tell you that organizing a One Love race, running a One Love race, is not a walk in the park.
Oh, I know.
It's not a walk in the park.
I know, and I think you're right in pointing that out. People don't see how difficult it is and the work that goes into it. You know, it's easy to look at the outside in and think, you know,
I will do that. I will do that. Easy. I will have 500 birds multiplied by
whatever.
a few hundred, and then I make so much money. Do your math, and you will see that it's a tough job for a low salary. Only if you are successful, you can earn money. Only when you're successful. And being successful doesn't come automatically.
I think any of these races take 3, 4, 5 years to even get established. If they go that long, you know.
If they go that long, because there is time involved, there is a lot of money involved, and experience, reputation, all important factors like marketing, organization, structure, diseases, training.
And it's amplified as well, because you get a lot of people that are used to keeping 30 30, 40, 50, 60 birds and think, you know, I can do that. But when you're talking about these numbers, when you're talking about 1,000+ pigeons, I mean, you know, I was speaking to Sean Hunt about his, you know, Wild Atlantic. It's a different ball game.
It's a complete different ball
It's a different ball game from keeping up to 100 birds, keeping this many, keeping them healthy, keeping them trained. That's
the dynamics that occur when you are going to put multiple lofts together is enormous.
multiple birds,
Multiple
from different places.
multiple bacteria, multiple viruses, and they all have to survive that.
Like you say, outside looking in, it's easy to run the numbers and think, oh, that sounds good, but actually in practice, it's a hard work.
Yeah,
like the one-off races I've been covering and I'm involved in, I can just see the sheer amount of work that goes into it.
Yeah.
People don't see that. People put their birds in, come to the final, but the amount, I mean, just the organisation to organise something like this, not the actual birds themselves, but all of this is all time and effort and money, and so it's a lot of hard work.
Correct. And the superstitious minds of participants. They are at home, they run their lofts, they do it their own way, and all of a sudden they lose birds here. And how can that happen? And what's happening? And is it a bad organization? Well, you have experience with social media, how people can burn you down. Social media is a new.
I sure do have it. Social media experience.
Exactly.
But you're always going to get people like that.
Always.
The thing with one-off racing, you're on the same level playing field. You know, all the birds are trained the same, they're all treated the same, and that's the leveler. You know, so well, here we go, we're on. Well, that was amazing. A big group coming in. Let's find out. I'm just waiting to get the results up, folks. That was a nice kit of birds that arrived quickly. Congratulations. Let's see who's won.
Congratulations to the winner. Hit the curtain. Hey, hold on. Hold on.
So, birds coming in again now. Congratulations. Got some more birds coming in. I'll read out the winners in a minute. So here we are, results are in. Congratulations to W. Rijkern. And they came in, so that's a Dutch pigeon. Dutch pigeons won the race, and literally a second behind. A big congratulations to Wentworth Lofts from the UK. Wentworth Lofts with Huber Henry came in second, just 1 second behind. So it's lovely to get a UK pigeon coming in the top 5. Second to Wentworth Lofts, just 1 second behind the winner. We've got more birds coming in now. I'm going to give you the full results in a second. Thank you to everybody watching. We hit 250 people watching, really appreciate that. So, to confirm, W. Rijkern with a Dutch pigeon coming in first. Wentworth Lofts, just 1 second behind with a velocity of 13.51. Literally 1 second behind. Well done to you guys with Huber Henry. We got another Dutch pigeon in third with from Hock Renk. Another Dutch pigeon, fourth. Then we've got fifth. Oh, we've got more coming in now, guys. Another batch just come in there, folks. So let's carry on with the results while we're waiting for some more to come in. So Sept, who I interviewed earlier on, came 5th this year. He was first last year, came 5th this year. Well done to him. That's amazing. I'll give you some of the top 10 results as well now. Just waiting for them to load up. More birds coming in as well, guys. So, 84 birds back in so far, with a flying time of 5 hours 10 minutes to the winner. So, Dutch pigeon first, English pigeon second, Wentworth Lofts second, another Dutch pigeon with Hock Rijkern third, fourth pigeon was another Dutch pigeon. Irish pigeon, Sept, who I interviewed earlier, who got first last time, has got 5th this. Andre Rombeck 6th. The Three Musketeers 7th from Ireland. Karl Hens and Timo Wagner 8th from Germany. Europa Master Pigeons coming in 9th. Sadiak Vendelin coming in 10th. And then 11th we've got Northman B, Scottish Pigeon. German Pigeon 12. Costa and Costa 13. Teamberg from Netherlands 14. Team France 15. Bjorn Ove Hengelson 16th. More birds coming in now as well. So a great result for Holland today. And a second spot to Wentworth Lofts. Well done to you all. Some more birds coming in there, as you can see. More birds dropping now. $117 birds back in so far, guys. So a big presence of the Dutch contingent in the top 20. Dutch Pigeon first, UK Pigeon second, Dutch third, Dutch fourth, Irish Pigeon fifth. To the winner of the race last year came fifth this year. German Pigeon sixth. The Three Musketeers from Ireland come in 7th. German Pigeon come in 8th. Europa Master Pigeons come in 9th. More birds coming in now. More birds dropping all the time now. So what a great result. So flying time of 5 hours 10 minutes approximately. Yeah, congratulations from everybody here to the guys from Holland that won. Excellent. Yeah, 5th again for Safed Duran, who won it last year. That's some consistent birds right there, eh? Let's catch up with some We've got more birds coming in, a few more birds coming in as well. Yeah, that was really great. Caught me out again. I was interviewing. Caught me out a little bit, but we got there. We got the birds flying in, which was good. The birds circled about twice before they came in, which was just enough time to get them trapping. So yeah, that was exciting. It's breathtaking. Seeing this live is breathtaking. It's really great. Yeah, good return so far. Nice batches coming in. Nice batches coming in indeed. More coming in now as well. Not sure if the winner's there yet, Chris. I'll find out. I'll find out, mate. Yeah, this is the final race. I'll find out for you, Ronnie. Dutch Love in fourth. I've got a name of Combinete, Pap and Pap here, fourth. Combinete, Pap and Pap, fourth. Couple more birds coming in as well. He's dropping quick, eager to get in. Straight dropping, more birds coming in now, look. Great race, just over 5 hours 10. People were saying between 5 and 5.5 hours. 5 hours 10 was the winning time. So there's currently 184 birds back. 1,513 still to come. 184 birds back. 252 miles was the flying distance. More birds coming in here, little cheer's gone up, somebody's got a bird back. Birds are trapping well, guys, really well. $190 birds back now. These birds have been flying their heart out, really. Some more coming in now. Congratulations to Garrett Hennessy, 36, in on Ireland. Mr. and Mrs. Snaith, 39th. We'll be happy with that. The Limerick Boys B, Peter and Donna Clearly, 43rd. Well done, I saw Peter earlier. Congratulations to Ken Darlington from Wales, 48th. Jack Emerson, 51st. Ken Darlington in it again at 60th. Lot of Dutch pigeons in the top 80, guys. Congratulations to Ian Hunter at 75th. Team Ettrick at 77th. Daniel Hash at 78th. Chris Turner at 80th. More birds coming in. Selby Flyers at 91st. Team Dylan Daniel Boyan, 94th. Sean Donnelly at 97th. Thank you to everybody watching. Thank you to everybody that's sharing this. Much appreciated. We hit just short of 250 people watching live, which was great because the timing was amazing when the birds were coming back in. So we've got 214 birds back in so far. $215 birds back in now. And again, slightly biased, I know, but congratulations to Wentworth Lofts, who came second. Great victory. Great position at second out of this race. And again, let's not forget that, you know, we've got just short of 1,700 birds competing in this race. There's a couple more I can see coming in here now. Yeah, just short of 1,700 birds in this race. So it's a great honour to get a bird in the top 100, really. To come second is absolutely amazing. Some more coming in now. This is what is great about One Love Racing. Look at the crowd we've got behind us. We've got people watching from all over the world. Somebody's birds just come in there. And this is what's great about it. It brings people together from all corners of the world. Great weather, great atmosphere, lovely, really good. Some more birds just coming back in now. More birds in. $223 birds back in so far, with a few more coming in now. I'll be back in a few minutes, folks. I'm just going to see if any of the top 10 are around for interviews. We'll be back in a little while. I'll leave the camera as it is. I'll be back in 10 minutes. Howdy folks. So, back. Let's go and show you around, see who's around. I've just given the update on the comments about birds are back. We've got, let's see how many there is now to give you the update. So 369 birds back so far. How are you, Lee? You alright, mate?
Yeah.
Yes, mate.
Good race.
Yeah. Impressive, isn't it? Say hello, Lee.
Hello, my friends.
We've got about 170 people watching still, which is great, considering it's a Friday.
Here, Paul.
How are you,
Hello
Paul?
to Mark.
How are you? You alright, you? About 170 people watching. You had topped out at 250, it's good, I think, on a Friday.
Good, yeah. See you later.
When he's boasted about being 7.
Come here then, come in.
My pigeon.
Come here. I haven't boasted about anything yet. You can boast about it. Short pigeon. Where were we? 7.
7.
Yeah.
7.
If you want to do the old trick.
No, you're all right. Paul is the speaker in the partnership.
Well done, Morris today. 7th, 3 Musketeers.
Yeah, but we'd be 20 seconds behind the winner.
Yeah, well, they were all together.
Yeah.
Yeah. You'll be able to retire now.
No, tomorrow's the day.
Tomorrow's a big day, 120,000 tomorrow.
That's what we need.
It'll be our year.
Yeah.
Cheers, mate. Well done.
Cheers.
See you later, buddy.
See you later.
Alright. So yeah, it was quick, eh?
Yeah, brilliant race.
Well done, Paul.
That time we cracked this one.
7th, that's great.
You're the best flyer that haven't got any pigeons.
I'm the best flyer that
That don't have any pigeons.
that tells you something, doesn't it? It tells you I'm cute.
You're not.
I popped yours a few times, didn't I?
Yes, yeah, that was impressive.
Yeah.
That's good, really good.
That's great.
Come well, didn't they?
Everybody comes here to watch pigeons come home, so if you get one and you get nothing, everybody's a bit disappointed, aren't they? So good. Yeah.
I'll catch you in a bit.
That's great race.
How are you, mate?
I mean, the times
All right.
are- the
Catch you in a
times
bit,
are
I'll
great,
catch you
5 hours,
properly.
10 minutes.
So yeah, there you go. It's funny, you know, every time that I do one of these, when you hear that whistle go, it just gets you. It gets you. More birds coming back now. I'm going to show you the big screen for a minute. Oh, we've got some more birds coming in now. Show you this. This is impressive. Cameras from inside the loft there, folks. More birds coming back in. So we're getting a lot of birds back now, folks, which is good. More birds coming in all the time now. Some more just coming in now. So guys, I hope you enjoyed that. It was an impressive set of trapping there, and obviously not many seconds at all between the first 10, 20 pigeons really. Some more birds coming back in now. So we've got just short 400 birds back in so far. It's a warm race, warm day with some wind, tailwind, and 5 hours 10 minutes to the winner. Second bird only being literally in 1 second behind. Congratulations to that second bird, Wentworth Lofts. It's been a great day. We've already got nearly 25% of the birds back so far, which is really good. 5 hours 10 minutes for the first bird coming in, and still lots of people here, as you can see. Nice crowd of people, everybody enjoying themselves, and this is what One Love Racing is all about, eh? It's great days, lots of people, and people are enjoying themselves. And congratulations again to the winner, 35,000 euros first prize, 100,000 euros in total available, and we got just short of 400 birds back so far. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to say goodbye to you now, but I'm going to be looking to come back later on with another live and do some interviews with people. So I will be doing a Facebook Live later on, interviewing some more people. I'm going to go and get something to eat, get a quick drink, and I will be coming back later on to interview people later on. And then remember, tomorrow I will be for the Algarve Golden Race there, and I'll be similar time, 11:30 onwards. I'll let you know exactly what time. But in the meantime today, thank you to everybody that shared, thank you to everybody that's been watching. We've had thousands of people watching from all over the world, which is what it's all about. One Love Racing, this is what it's all about. So thank you very much again. I will catch you later on. I'll be looking to get some people, doing some interviews later, and again I'll let you know on Facebook what I'll be doing and when I'll be doing it. Again, thanks very much to everybody that's watching, much appreciated. Have a good rest of your day. Keep flying, be lucky, and I'll catch you later.